man, BZ Whips here. Today, episode 3. We're gonna start tackling this whole fan issue that I had. Of course, if you go back last weekend, I was traveling to Memphis to try to visit my dad. Had a little fight with a tire that ended up knocking down my lip, and I don't know if that ended up messing up something in my wiring when it comes to the fan. So today I'm going to try to look at it. It's a beautiful, cool day, unlike the other day when it was nice, hot, and humid. I'm taking advantage of the rain that's came through because working inside the storage unit is never any fun because there's really no airflow coming in and out. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get to the bottom of this fan piece. I got my lip ordered. Should be here hopefully this week before Thursday. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that one on. I got a trip coming up, so probably a little bit before I can get all that on there. But at least if I can hammer down what's going on with this fan not coming on, I'll be good from there. So also thinking about what I'm gonna do with the dip job. I think I'm just gonna do a quick patch, maybe square off very close area around that the damage area, and just spray with some flat black and then call it a day. I mean, it's not enough for me to want to go ahead and pull all the dip off and respray it. I'll probably do that later on, later on as summer approaches, but I'm still waiting on some deals from dipyourcar.com to where I can get like 25% off. So wait for one of these holiday sales or whatever. But without further ado, I'm going to get into this video, see what we can figure out. First thing I'm going to try to do is see if I got a fuse issue, then check my wiring, and then we'll go from there. So, hey, roll with me. All right. Got this thing up on jack stands. Don't laugh at my Harbor Freights. And I'm going to start looking through, seeing what's what. All right, made my way over to the fuse side. Let's see what we're working with. I don't know these fuses offhand. So let's see what we're working with when it comes to the fans. Shit, I don't know. All right, I'll be back. All right, I figured it out. So on here, as you see right there, 25 is the coolant fan. And based on location, this right here is the 25. Therefore, it's gonna have to be this bad boy right here. So I'm gonna pull this and see about if this thing is damaged or broken. So pull this out real quick. Come on now. Maybe. It's kind of hard when you have to hold the camera. Getting close. Maybe there's an easier way of doing this. I'll be back again. Finally, got this bad boy. So let's see what we're looking at. I don't think my thing could go in here. Let me do a eval on here. So real quick way to see if it's a fuse is to take another fuse and see if it'll crank it on. I got a similar looking fuse on 26, and 26 is the battery, so I can't touch that one. So this one's gonna be interesting. So let me see what I need to do as far as figuring out if this fuse is bad or not, and then we'll go from there. So from the looks at the other fuses, I wanna say this fuse is still intact due to the fact that that little piece, you can't really, I'm trying to focus in on it. There's a little bridge piece on there that isn't broken. Very similar to these other fuses here. So that's gonna make me rule out a fuse issue. However, I'm going to see if I can start the fans. So back for that info. Oh man, let me back this thing up. All right, so I'm underneath the car now. I wanted to check, just make sure any wires, anything got cut. Looks like everything kind of survived for the most part. So the next thing to do is jump this bad boy and see if I can at least get the fan to cut on with power. So that'll be the next step. And I will put that fuse back in. Man, they say having the right tools helps a lot. As you see here, I just sacrificed a couple of fuses. They were already busted anyway, but I'm going to use these to create like a makeshift jumper to go ahead and test this fan out to see if we got that. So, all right, let's see what these do. So as you see, I took those ends of the fuse and put them on these alligator clips. And what I'm going to do is stick these into the appropriate places on the harness to see if it'll crank that fan up. So I'm hoping that the fan cranks on, because if not, then we got a fan install we got to deal with. So fingers crossed. All right, so underneath the car, the way this is going to work is I need to put the red to red and the black to black on these pieces here. So I'm going to try and film this, but since my damn tripod isn't here yet, I can't give y'all the real experience. So if it's on, I'm coming back on, letting it be known. And if not, then we know exactly what the issue is. Oh, Lord. Okay, so good news. My little makeshift jump piece worked and my fans came on. So kind of like what I figured. When the tire got underneath the car, it ended up separating one of the connection pieces for my fan. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna really hardwire it in. It was the little piece that taps into the two metal pieces. One of them got loose, I guess, with the heat, and made the electrical tape a little hard. Therefore, it couldn't maintain the connect. And then, of course, that tire getting underneath knocked it loose a little bit. So good news, I ain't got to spend money on fans as of yet, but I do need to get back under there and hardwire that. So that right there helps me out tremendously to let me know exactly what's it gonna take. So fuses were good. I did the jump, fan came on, and now it's a matter of me really hardwiring that piece. So like I said, I'm waiting on a tripod to come in. I would have been able to kind of get underneath and show y'all what that was, but sorry, but you gotta take my word for it. But that's a good thing for me, because guess what? I don't have to spend all that money on a freaking fan, and then of course the labor that goes into pulling everything out to get that fan. But the way this car is running, I may end up eventually having to get some upgraded fans. In the meantime, we're working with what we got, so that's good news. So that's going to conclude the video for today. I'm not going to go through the wickedness of recording that piece. We know what the issue is. We know what it's going to take to fix it. What I'm going to do is get a solder, and I'm going to solder it together so we don't have these issues in the future. So smartest way to go ahead and get that definitive connection at the end of the day, so I can have kind of that worry-free operation. But other than that, hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'm working to get this bad boy back on for some action shots. Please stay engaged. I got some cool stuff coming up. I'm thinking about doing like a top speed run later on, depending on how many subscribers I get, how many likes I get. Just working towards that. But other than that, appreciate y'all tuning in. More stuff to come. Like I said, I don't just focus on the Corvette. I focus on anything auto enthusiast. So other than that, your boy BZ Whips out. Have a good one.